Hey, everybody. Thank y'all for joining this Zoom this afternoon or tuning in on Facebook Live. We are here just to talk about gut health, boosting the immune system, and just really taking care of our overall health. My name is Leslie Thompson, and my testimonial, I'll just jump right into it. About a year ago, actually almost exactly a year ago, I said yes to my friends, my fellow Aggies, Erica and Rachel, to just looking at ways I could improve my health by taking care of my body from the inside out. I had been experiencing a lot of issues with fatigue and brain fog and horrible cravings for sweets and things like that. I had some GI issues that were causing some pain in my stomach and was just really kind of worried, like wondering, I'm getting close to 50 and just thinking, man, am I going downhill? Like, am I just going to start, from here, just go down as far as my health and my wellness and how I feel. But I was inspired by seeing my friend Dr. Rachel and my friend Erica Rouse, college friends of mine, share about this new regimen that they were on. And a lot of the things that they talked about when they shared about their regimen were things I had heard about. My son had seen a holistic pediatrician several years prior to that. And we found a lot of improvement in my son's health with a critical illness he was going through. But I had never really committed to looking at my own health holistically in that way. And I had no idea that my own gut health was out of whack. And also my blood glucose levels, my insulin levels were not balanced. I was not diabetic. I was not pre-diabetic, didn't even really have a sense of understanding whether that's something that I needed to check. But through the course of probably about a month or two, and getting really engaged and focused on learning about what changes I could see if I were to commit to consistently working on balancing my blood sugar, getting rid of inflammation in my body, and working on my gut health. I had no idea the changes I was going to experience. I had heard of this company called Plexus and had drank the pink drink before, but for whatever reason, after a few months, I decided, I don't want to pay for that anymore. Is it really worth it? And I went straight back to my addiction to Cokes and McDonald's cookies and being tired and not being able to focus and just being a complaining, tired mother. So I decided to go ahead and jump in because it's like, I got to find something. I don't want to be, I talked about being addicted to sweets. I don't want to become addicted and dependent upon, completely dependent on prescription medicines. So I said, I'll go ahead and jump in and look at this holistic way of taking care of my body and, praying that something good would come out of that. And really just in about 2 or 3 weeks, I started to see these changes in the way I felt, especially when I woke up in the morning. I had experienced at my job when I was working full time, I had experienced adrenal fatigue to the point I had to take FMLA from my job because I was chronically late. And I had to go to my doctor and get forms signed to be approved to be able to take off work because I just did not have the energy to be able to get up in the morning. I had to sleep until around 9 or 9:30. So long story short, after I made the decision to start this pink drink, start cleaning up my gut, start getting rid of the systemic inflammation in my body, I feel like a new person. And more than just the way that I feel, because I've been empowered and educated and I have a good understanding about the importance of gut health and taking care of my body, I feel knowledgeable and I feel confident to be able to identify and make recommendations for other people who may also be going through some of the things that I deal with. In addition to the things that I suffered from, thank God, I'm able to see things that family members or friends or their friends and family members may be experiencing, and encourage them to look at ways they can improve their gut health, get rid of inflammation, and balance their blood sugar so they can begin to see relief from the issues that they are experiencing. So it's been a year. I'm about to celebrate 1 year, my Plexiversary. And, I want to have I hate that fact that COVID has changed so much, because if it hadn't, y'all know I'm social. I would have invited everybody and had a big, huge party to celebrate 1 year. But I have to do something to celebrate because of the change that I have experienced in my life. And I just feel like once you know something, you see a good movie or you hear about a good restaurant, you want to share that with other people. So that's why I share. And I have my good friend Rachel here, Dr. Rachel Davis, who is a pharmacist and a fellow Aggie. And she's here to share just kind of her personal testimony, as well as her perspective from a medical perspective about gut health, getting rid of inflammation and balancing your blood sugar and what that does. She's also going to ask her to share something from, or some of the things from that list of, it's almost like a never ending list of things that we can see and that we can experience and have no idea it is connected to poor gut health. So I'll go ahead and introduce my friend Rachel and let her share. Thank you, Rachel.
Thank you so much, Leslie. It's always a pleasure to share the information of health and happiness. I am Dr. Rachel Davis. I am a licensed pharmacist and a very blessed Emerald Ambassador with Plexus. And all that means is that I've helped hundreds of people to understand when you support your gut health and balance your gut out, then the rest follows and you can attain overall wellness and see improvements in your health overall. So thank you for having me again. I came to Plexus through my sister, Dr. Adrienne Williams, who is my dentist. And she said, I think there's something about this gut health, these probiotics. I think you should give Plexus another look, because like Leslie, I had drank the pink drink before. I lost a couple of pounds and I was like, oh, good, I'm a pharmacist. I can just go to the aisle, find a probiotic and keep that going. I even told my friend at that time, I'm like, I'm good. I can maintain. I run half marathons. I'm an avid, I love to work out. I love to stay moving. I'm moderately active. I understood the role that all that played. I do all the things, right? So I was like, oh, well, I'm good. I can maintain. And little did I know I was walking away from the key to help me to find the problem, so solve the root cause of my chronic sinus issues. I had 3 sinus surgeries in the span of 9 years, and I battled with allergies. And it was just a way of life. It was who I was, and I understood how to manage it. And I stayed on steroids, antibiotics. So I didn't understand that having a good gut health regimen could help me in that area also. So when my sister, my dentist, said, hey, I think you should look at Plexus again, I did. And because there were some things she was seeing in my oral health that she knew was connected directly to my gut health. Having frequent infections and being on antibiotics, it kills off everything, good and bad. And so having that way to rebalance your system, bring in that good stuff, feed the good bacteria, and then help to balance your blood sugars overall. Plexus hit the nail on the head and have figured it out for years. My mom has been vegan. She's gone raw for years. And so I understood the role plants have, or having a plant-based lifestyle impacts us. I had not made it all the way there because in my mind, it was overwhelming, right? It was like, how do I do that and live a normal life, right? And so little by little, after starting with Plexus and starting to see the pieces of the puzzle come together, where I wasn't suffering from yeast infections all the time because I wasn't chronically on antibiotics and steroids, and I was feeling better. My mood was better. I didn't understand that a lot of our good mood boosting hormones are produced by good gut bacteria. Who knew? I thought it was modulated by receptors in the brain only. That's just how I was clinically trained. But now that I know that the better our gut health is and our balance is, and that consistency helps us feel better mentally and able to respond to external stressors, then I have an obligation to share that with others. So not only did it help with my chronic sinuses and allergies, helped with my mood, it also helped me recover from marathon training and any working out. So I had gotten to the point where I was getting stiff in my knees to the point where sometimes I couldn't bend them, especially after training. There was a lot of inflammation. And now, guess what? I don't feel that anymore. I recover more quickly from workouts. And just having that natural detox process every day that is not an insurmountable task, like to help maintain a regimen, because I was one that has done all the things, right? Oh, I did keto, I did HCG, I did, I would do juice cleanses. I would, I'm not eating a lot of carbs and, but consistency is what Plexus brings to my life, to be able to still do those things and it not be an overwhelming task. So the regimen is simple and doable and effective. So decreasing my overall inflammation, helping me maintain my or keep my sinus infections and allergies at bay, and I'm feeling better. I'm more of a yes mom now. I have 3 kids. They're all teenagers and now they're on to high school, but I am more of a yes mom now than I was before. It was like no and everything because I can't even stop to think about it. No is the answer. But now I am more involved, more present with them, and just embracing and being present and enjoying the time with them. Let's see what. Oh, and there was one other thing I wanted to share. While I think about it, I will go on to say, when, like Leslie said, when you realize that connection. So I didn't understand that brain fog, even things like dandruff, skin issues, allergies, asthma, having unstable blood pressure, ADHD, attention issues, skin issues, eczema, and even autoimmune diseases, all can be helped when you have a concentrated effort on balancing out your gut. So when you know that, it is very easy to communicate that. And I feel obligated, like Leslie, to share that information because this is what I was going to say. I, like Leslie, I didn't know this, dealt with stomach pain. It was who I was. I would go to my annual appointment and my doctor would say, so you're still having the stomach issues? And I'm like, yeah, but it's fine. My stomach hurts every day. And I was okay because it was normal for me. Now I can't remember the last time my stomach hurt. And it is just, I think before I was like, I didn't understand how that was holding me back. Right. And now that I do, and I can live a new normal and expect more and expect to feel better and enjoy that. Now it is very easy for me to communicate that. And I'm very passionate. I'll talk about it to anybody who walks by. So we are part of this gut health lifelong journey. And I really do appreciate you, Leslie, for allowing me to share. And I'll hand it back over to you.
Thank you so much, Rachel. Dr. Rachel, I appreciate you sharing. Let me go back to my screen here. I appreciate you sharing that. And I will say that when I decided to go ahead and look back into taking my Plexus products and taking care of my health, my gut health and my inflammation, I was so happy that you, as a credentialed medical professional, as well as the other ladies that we work with that I have met now, who I call friends, who are nurse practitioners and medical doctors and dentists who have gone to school to learn about science and medicine. It has really become a community of people who I'm able to go to, look up to for, all hail to you guys, hats off to you for all that you've studied, and just being able to have that professional perspective. And so I just really appreciate that, because when I decided to, purchase my pink drink and my probiotic that has the digestive enzyme and the antifungal in it, and then the BioCleanse that's cleaning out, flushing out the toxins, I did not just get a bag or a box in the mail. When I made that purchase, I was also getting this community of people who will support me and encourage me and educate me. Another person on our team, actually the leader of our larger team, Robin Sullivan, has just been phenomenal in motivating us, keeping us encouraged to not only take care of our own health, but to think about the people around us. Not just be able to, buy the dress or the shoes and be like, okay, I got the shoes and I look good, but think about who else can benefit from that. So I have been so inspired by Robin and the other leaders on our team, because what they do is they say, this is not just about you. We are in the middle of a pandemic, and we're in the middle of this pandemic, and people are suffering. People's immune systems, are being attacked, and people's immune systems are weak. And so many people have these comorbidities. And even our young people, had my niece on here earlier and one of her friends, there are things that I feel I am responsible to teach them. I don't want them to wait until, or my children to wait until they're in their 40s or their 50s to start thinking about health, to start knowing what is part of their panel, that's being taken, when they go and get their blood drawn. I want them to be equipped. I want them to be educated. So being part of this team has helped me. And it's almost like a ministry or my community service to be able to share this information with other people. I'm blessed to be able to earn the products that my family takes, because from sharing, I'm able to get referral fees. And anyone who is interested in purchasing and is having a, kind of an issue with, can I pay for this? Can I afford it? Yes, you can. Because as we look at the people who are in our circle and who are around us, and we encourage them, we are all receiving payback so that we can all pay for our products for free. So it has been a huge blessing. It has been just really, it's given me a new lease on life. I think my children have been the benefactors. My husband has been blessed by the energy that I have. I'm able to wake up and lead a workout 3 days a week. What, me? So I'm just so blessed. Thank you, Rachel, for being on. Thank you, Erica. I know you're here supporting. You had an emergency to take care of. Thank you, Lisa, for joining, and Allie and Leah, and anyone who's watching. I appreciate you guys. Please send me a message. If you're a friend of Erica's or Rachel's, send them a message and we can help you guys along the way. We're like your coaches. So thank you guys for tuning in, and we look forward to talking to you guys soon.